Welcome everyone, Tekken 8 is almost upon us, and today we're looking at punch parry mechanics, which will have a lot of carryover to the new game. Lee's punch parry can be performed by pressing back and both punch from standing, or from crouch, which was added in a later patch and is great for when we're tech rolling, or you can perform it from Hitman stance. It can react in a variety of ways. They can turn by holding back, they can turn by holding forward, they can hold down back to turn crouching, which takes longer. They can mash a jab, which is interesting because it's faster than all other moves. They can mash some other attack to try and hit you, or they can use a throw. The frame data says Lee is plus 14. This is an absolute lie. He's plus 7. Using a 14 frame move, we don't hit, they can turn and block by holding back in that time. If we use a 13 frame attack, they can turn but not block. And his punch parry 4 is also 13 frames. If they hold back, it hits from the front. If they hold down back, it hits them from behind. On counter hit, it leads to a combo like this, but spends your tailspin. You do get 8 full aerial hits after that. 13 frame mids can be turned but not blocked, like down forward 4, which will be interesting in Tekken 8 with the extension. Do not use this at I-12 because they can turn and then start low parrying it. I-11 moves can still be turned but not blocked, like so. But if we use an I-10 move, they can actually not turn by holding back, though down back will go under it. Because they can turn by throwing a counter hit, it's better to use 2-2-3 than 1-2-2-3. Here's what the various recovery looks like against our jab strings. So they can hold away from Lee, and it will get hit, they can't turn. They can hold towards Lee, sometimes that turns faster, but not here, they still get hit. Down back will go under it, but here they can mash a jab to try and turn, still doesn't work. Or another counter hit, still doesn't work. But if they throw, it turns without a counter hit, and then they can block the second hit. This is rectified in Tekken 8 though, as throws can now be counter hit, so we won't have to worry about this going forward. Acid Rain is a possibility, but if it hits from behind, it just knocks them down. If they're mashing a throw to turn or another hit to get counter hit, it will work from the front. While holding towards the opponent does work to turn faster against some angles and moves, here it doesn't. They still get hit from behind, and the I-11 moves start hitting from behind as well, like this. And 4-3-3 from the back guarantees Blazing Kick. Down back goes under highs, but takes longer to recover, like this. And this used to be guaranteed, but not anymore. If they turn with down back, we can get larger options like this. While punch parry 4 is guaranteed, if we guess whether they're going to turn with back or down back, we can get larger options like this. This is just 1 under max damage if they turn down back. And we can also use up forward 4 if we think they're going to turn for a counter hit. If they do get counter hit, it'll hit from the front. Be careful though if they have good reactions to your string, because things like this can happen. Of interesting note in this game, look at the frames on the turnaround jab here. For some reason, while most jabs got normalized to 10 frames in Tekken 6, for some reason the turnaround jab did not get normalized and it's still at 8 frames. This means that if we're at plus 7 and they do an 8 frame jab, they'll trade with our I-15 mids. No bueno. Another guaranteed option is down forward 1-2-2, which is natural from the front, and you can continue it 1 longer from the back like this. Note that there is no buffer window here, so your follow-up moves need to be really right on point. If they hold forward, it's a little weird from the side like this, and we don't get the full follow-up. We can follow with this, but it's pretty poor recovery. This will probably be our best option in Tekken 8 since we'll have the follow-up and heat engager. And in the old game this was probably our best option if we end up on the side like this. Final hit doesn't connect, but we can just end it 1 shorter like so. Against Marduk and Fok only, we can get a very well-timed forward 4, but I think it's something like a 2-frame window and there's no buffer, so again, you have to be really right on point with it. But this allows a full juggle off of this. If you're at just the right distance from the wall, you can get the full 10 string when that 3 hits high wall. A little further out and you can get 3-3. A little further still, and down 4, neutral 4, up 3. Further still, down 4, neutral 4, 3-4. And if you're a little further and don't think that 4 is going to hit, you can just do this. At the wall, punch parry 4 is usually the best option to splat, but they can be face forward or hit from behind depending on if they turned with back or down back. Back 4 to up back 3 is usually guaranteed. If you're in rage, even if they're face first, when it's the first hit, the rage art will hit like this. Then, depending on their angle and whether they were face forward or away from the wall, you can have various follow-ups. This can be used to pop them off the wall, for example, if they're still face forward, and sort of on that angle. You can do longer combos from that too, so we sidestep right into down forward, both punch left kick. And sidestep in to down 2 is an option that works no matter which direction they're facing, and then you can adjust once you see the hit. If you have a good angle at a wall that you get to, you can also finish with back 4, up back 3, but at certain angles it whiffs, so it's a little funky. If you're juggling adjacent to the wall, you can hit them back into the wall with down forward both punch left kick, though I think this move might be gone in Tekken 8. You can also sidestep in a little and do this. If you're juggling off of the wall, you'll have some other options. You might get to a far wall. And you can do the normal Rewall options like 4-3-4 to high wall 4 up 3, like so. And if your angle's good for it, you can do all sorts of other wall funkiness like this. So the Rewall Combos. And more Rewall Combos. This while standing 3 is guaranteed here. I shouldn't have done the second 3, that's an old habit. And more Rewall Combos, 3 sets, back 4, up back 3. And we can use other moves to adjust the timings of their turn. For example, if they want to counter hit or throw, 2-1 is still a great option that keeps us plus in Hitman or not. If we do go into Hitman, 1 will hit, they can turn but not block it. That'll be great with Hitman 1-1-1 in the new game. And if we think they're going down back, 1+2 hits and puts us back into the same situation. Without Hitman, from 2-1, they can turn but not block the acid rain, which is good for the follow-up. And if we think they're going down back, we can follow to the down forward 3-2-3 combos. From this angle, this is going to be our max damage combo without rage. For down 2, dash back 3-3, wait into forward 4-1, and get 9 aerial hits this way. With rage, it's pretty simple to do more damage. We can do 4 up 3 here into the rage drive. You can also while standing 2-3 for this combo for a couple extra damage, but it makes it harder. Also, if we want, we can do some variations that give us more carry, like this. And next, we're going to see some character-specific situations. So unfortunately, against Jack, it's really weird. If he holds forward, he can block the down forward 1 here. Something with his body. But down forward 4 is still guaranteed, so that'll be good in Tekken 8 with the down forward 4-4. And punch parry 4 is still guaranteed. Same thing with Kuma. The down forward 1 hits, but then the 2 just whiffs through them. So don't use this on him. We'll see if it still hits the same way or not in Tekken 8. But again, down forward 4 hits and punch parry 4 hits, so you can just use those on these guys. Lisa's able to get off the ground with her up and both kicks. and so this kind of screws up a couple of our follow-ups that we could get, but it gets her counter hit from behind by the punch parry 4 and floated, so you can follow like that. Also, it's not fast enough to get off the ground before 2-2-3. Against Zafina, we just seem to get a whole bunch of damage. You can blazing kick, delayed hop kick, up forward 3-4, whatever you want, basically. Yoshi can do his back 4 spin out of several options. He can get away from our knee. He can get away from our down forward 3-2. He can get away from our punch parry 4. But if you think he's actually going to commit to this, it doesn't get away fast enough from the 2-2-3. Lily's situation is very similar to Elisa's. She can do her back turn jump to get off the ground there, and this limits our ability to follow up. But again, punch parry 4 will float and give us a BT combo this way. And also it's not fast enough to get away from counter hit 2-2-3 from behind. For whatever reason, Noctis jumps over us here from -7 back turn. I hate this. Master Raven has a back turn power crush, and her back 3+4 turns 1 frame faster than the others, so she can actually block I-13s. Xiao has parries, and she also has a punch sabaki. So here we can see the punch sabaki. It works and leads to a combo against 2-2-3. It loses to other options, but reorients first down forward 3-2. So if you think she's going to do that, you could do a knee, and you'll get a combo from front. Or punch parry 4 will counter hit it as well. The knee is the one option that will beat both the parry and the punch sabaki. Julia can beat everything with a down to down forward 1 buffered towards you. You really don't want to finish here. She gets a big combo. I don't know her max damage, but trust me, it's a lot. Geese Raging Storm is extremely hard to buffer here because of the side switch and how it works. The moves have to be buffered as if they're still directed toward you, so it's counterintuitive, but it does beat all of these options if he has them. Finally, Akuma. Akuma can do his teleport buffered. A lot of times it gets hit by 2-2-3 behind if he goes the wrong way, and again, you have to go the other direction. So to go away, it feels like teleporting towards. If he messes up, you can follow up with these sorts of things. This, we just finish, and then we still get our combo. So if he accidentally teleports towards you, you get all kinds of follow-ups. The only option where we can't follow up on reaction if he teleports is if he teleports away versus 2-2-3. So we'll see that in a second. Here we with punch parry 4, still get a big combo off it. Easy 90 damage. Here's the 2-2-3, not close enough or recovered fast enough for the follow-up. If we do down forward 3-2-3, we can finish into a BT combo. And if we punch parry 4, we have enough time for forward 3 or even dash blazing kick. So I think this is the best option versus Akuma, because even if he teleports either direction, we still get a full combo. So while this list is non-exhaustive and there are changes to, for example, down forward 3-2-3 in Tekken 8, I will be covering that soon, so please keep an eye out and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.